All your mothers and your brothers and your sisters and your fathers and everybody walking this land. No matter your race, your creed, your tribe, whose nation you defend. With open hearts, open minds, lend a helping hand each time to the mothers and the brothers and the sisters and the fathers. Everybody walking this land. All you believers, pretenders, bona fide sinners, everybody walking this land. No matter your church, your faith, your sign, who's lying in your den. All seeing eyes in Jesus Christ. We're all living in a paradise with believers, pretenders, bona fide sinners, everybody walking this land. Lord, we pray we make it through the day. All your mothers, your brothers, your sisters, your fathers, believers, pretenders, bona fide sinners, everybody walking this land. All your racists, fascists, nihilists, and bigots, I'm calling you out, my friend. I felt your hurt. Drink your fear, your actions will not stand. Get on your knees, begin to pray. Look at me, you can change. You racist, fascist, nihilists, and bigots, I'm calling you out, my friend. Lord, we pray you make it through the day. You racist, fascist, nihilists, and bigots, we're praying for you, my friend. Saints, angels, and ladies, and all you gentlemen. We walked on fire, we fought through hell. We're soldiers till the end. If you can't get enough, don't think the devil won't fill your cup. Your mothers, your brothers, your sisters, your fathers, your believers, pretenders, bona fide sinners, racists, fascists, nihilists, and bigots, prophets, saints, and angels, and the ladies, all you gentlemen.
Today in the PetSmart kitchen.
Let me ask you something, Paul. I thought you were going to be a star, man. Now's our time. It's now. 2000 and what? 19, is it? Jesus Christ, it's ticking away. Mom and Dad aren't too proud. They have high expectations, but I'll tell you, Bob, this is my time. This is our time. Grab that bull by the horns and own it, man. Today's your day. Let's go to work. Roll up to the club in my 1964 Caddy Street, ready to stunt. At 1:45, just looking for fun. I said a twist for me, baby, hit a rip for me, baby. Take another shot, get lit for me, baby. Ooh-wee. It's 1:45. What you wanna do? Country dancing to you. I think a bit of cocaine, country dancing will do. and only you can keep me rolling. At a quarter to three, you know what I need. Well, I'll twist for you, baby, hit a rip for you, baby. Take another shot, get lit for you, baby. Oh, yeah. It's a quarter to four. Do we have any more? Okay, country dancing for you. Okay, country dancing for you. It's a quarter to one. We've been looking for fun. It's a quarter to two. Oh, what you wanna do? It's a quarter to three. You know what I need. It's a quarter to four. Do we have any more? Okay, country dancing with you. Dancing with you. I think I better go play. Country dancing with you. Country dancing with you. Well, dancing with you. Dancing with you. Dancing with you. Dancing with you. Oh, dancing with you.
Alright, guys, I'm here, obviously. And I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna post something actually, I'll wait a minute. And then I'll leave y'all for a second and go post. And come back. Yeah. I can't tell you how many years bullshit this has been. The awfulness, the evil, the vile, the disgusting, the absolute cruelty, absolute lack of any humanity, decency, morality, whatever the fuck that is, yeah, but criminality, I cannot tell you the fucking way in which it's filtered walking through it all, how it's felt, the entire scope of what it's done. Though I'm sure many of y'all and I and others will be talking about that in the future in other settings besides YouTube. Or maybe just you all and others. Guess that depends on how it all plays out. I've withstood, I've braced, I've continued onward, and I will still. A great deal, many of you all, I guess, doubted my words over on Facebook for a deer. Continue hunting you as promised. A lot of you didn't take me seriously. Thought I was full of bullshit, bluffing. When I told you clearly at moments there had been teams made, that there were others inserted in and around us. I couldn't prove that. I think I have a few times. Some things just don't gain traction, and some people, because they live in a world of creating, manufacturing, weaving, bobbing, making up bullshit receipts, and programming this, doing this, whatever they assume everybody else is. Nah. I don't live in that world. I've walked through this one, though, and watched you all do it. Creating everything from fake receipts to fake evidence. In and around Summer's case. And manufacturing shit to, I don't know what. Wasn't any good. It damn sure was not. To a whole bunch of people around Summer's case, including witnesses and such, obviously. I've watched for years. My children and I and others who are aware. Born in the brunt of, been at the center of all the goddamn monsters, right? Yeah, that's right. all of you, and all of your efforts, all of your narratives, bullshit, propaganda, playbook, scripting, covering up, hiding, slinging shit where shit didn't belong on purpose, trying to create false suspects, money flowing, criminal organization in full effect, terror rained down upon. And as you can see by the thumbnail, paper airplanes to some of the best. Paper airplanes and pebbles scattered about everywhere and sent out everywhere. It went everywhere. Turned in, recorded, investigated, investigating, however you want. Teams are the best. Not everybody has to pick up phones per se. Not all the time. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. From the beginning until now, it's been one hell of a walk. And I assume it will still only get worse from here. And others, like those who are in the know on the thumbnail, would probably still agree with that. I know they do. You know, had you taken me seriously years ago, probably be a whole lot different. And I do not thought you do exactly what you'd been able to do in all the other cases prior to Summers. Slide right on by. You blackmail bully, terrorize, threaten, attack, target, annihilate by any means necessary to get by with not only what you all were doing here and doing each and every active and open investigation in case you could claw into, but also in Summer's case, what you're being directed to do. I don't. Mm, all I can say is I told you. And even this many years later, you can choose to believe or call my bluff. Some of us have no reason to bluff on this. Nor have we ever. Told you outright all the things. Fuck around and find out. I'd hunt you to the ends of the earth. Turned in airplanes, pebbles, etc. And not only did you carry on, you got worse. And you're still doing it. That's the wild shit. Still doing it. Even as quiet as it is. Right? Problem is that too's being directed. Certain things occurring last little while, right? Certain dates, certain shakes, things come and go, especially around us. As y'all continue your filthy fucking criminal games. And as you were directed to do certain things, even still. Even the silence speaks, as silence often does. Louder than words sometimes. Louder than any noise. She's November 8th, 21. Now, I'm going to post this here in just a second. And just so you're aware, DNC and Trace all had hands in that weird sick perv in my inbox this morning. Who used/mentioned the same exact threats Chase and Penny did on me weeks ago to try to shut me up about the fundraiser and not make a fuss before that faked, leaked call of Chase's on the Friday could be released and drive traffic to that UK fundraiser. Candace is also trying to get me to shut up so I don't disrupt money suddenly now coming in after they and Chase are friends. Only days after Dawn threatened to, quote, put a bullet in his head on life. Now, I think during that period, I can't remember if it's him or Chase, but somebody threatened somebody with a bullet in the head. So at that point, I may have that little, I don't know. Maybe both of them did. Fuck if I know. Okay, work out. And Candace is also trying to get me to change my story and facts and lie. Things are going badly rather quickly. She and Dawn called me 2 nights ago. Digging, wanting to know basically what the FBI and Hawkins did, which told me they were the ones who made the bullshit call that wasted the feds' time coming here this week. Then the reply, we're starting to look into the fundraiser. And everybody was already looking at all kinds of other things around it, clearly. And you all, prior to that, and even we were doing, oh, I don't know, in and around all this. Those like PG, CZ, and others involved from the very beginning would probably want to sit up about right now and take note. And those like Don B, who can name it, would have also been part of it in the background otherwise for years. Love that tenacity, though. Right, DB Cooper? Now, thing is, that's the 8th, right? I'll be right back. Hold on. Having to wait on things to reload. Imagine. There we go. Alright. Mm-mm. What a day. Mm-mm. What a damn day. What a damn day, suddenly. Strange shit. Always is around here. Oh, that's wild. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess it's gonna, you know, hold on. Yeah, it's gonna be a dick. That's what it's gonna do. Alright, so I'll just post these here in a bit, I guess. Because it's not gonna allow me to post them on here. Alright, so anyway. They, the hmm. Strange what's happening. Hmm. Y'all ever seen your own account? Uh, the messenger, have your own messenger in it as a friend and telling you to add it. You're seeing such shit. It's wild, really. Alright. Hmm. Damn. Look, all I can say right now is I don't really give a shit how anybody feels about it. We're gonna do this. I am anyway. Because it is indeed show and tell time. I don't give a fuck about your fee-fees. You goddamn teams or your bullshit. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? I don't give a fuck about your fear either. I hope you choke on it. It's the weirdest shit. Mm. Alright. Like I said, that's the 8. By we have happening by the 11th and 12th is old Miss Q Pants over there. Old Miss Q Pants. Now Q is trying since last night to help cover up the fake FBI agent stuff. It's been a strange night and day. And, there's some other stuff. It only gets worse from here on out, I assume. Oh, absolutely, they say. And then I turn in some more stuff. Yeah. Paper airplanes. Sent out to many rooms. Showing where Q in this group we've been trying to set up Lawson and Hawkins County Police Department. And if you have the lives and the chats and things to go with that, and the pebble dropping by Q at the time, after they clearly planned on sending a mug, blah blah, then trying to get Chat and others to call state and blah 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 under certain laws to potentially harm, take out Lawson, start controversy. I don't know. It was seriously exposed dead ass statement at Lawson. Like, they were real unhappy with that fella. And I mean, others could not like the guy, but damn. It's like, yeah, I don't think so. They're up to some fuck shit, right? Much like, a couple of them discords, and Scott and others just seem to be dead set against him, wanting to attack the fuck out of Lawson. A lot of those, linked back to Cornbread, too. Right? There was a lot of people in the beginning that just didn't want to fuck around, it seemed like, with Lawson, in the same way they do in the, scripted, blah, blah, blah. Everything's Barney Fife, Ellie doesn't care, yada, yada, oversight handling that way, like they're Sebastians right now, right? It's like people inserted in and around this, very much related to and connected to Cornbread and otherwise. Shit, who can really tell considering the script writing Squall and PG and others, But, and the A prices and everything else in there, but it was like some of those locals linked to Cornbread were straight, not just fucking with Lawson in, the usual script writing way, that they have about him in each case. Playbook style shit. Oh no. It was like they were trying to set that man in the police department up. Like there was a extreme vendetta from somewhere and somebody, and that is all they wanted to like on you. And yeah, I mean, like, that ain't cool. Like, can't tell you how much fan of the guy or any of the fuck shit that was played or done or whatever else or how I felt around shit. I was like, no, 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 that ain't gonna fly. Yeah, you go fly. So you test the waters, you see what the fuck they're doing, you try to suss it out. And this is weird. Now they're basically announcing all the things they're gonna do. Right out in the open. Yeah, alright. Then there are pieces behind the scenes that add up for it, right? And you make sure that those get to where they need to go so that Lawson cannot be set up or fucked with in that manner. Alright. There's just too much of a underhanded, dirty, weird link back to certain motherfuckers doing something that seemed like some shit was. No. So, and even as much as I don't like the guy, I was like, yeah, that ain't gonna fly. You're not gonna do that, Lawson. I don't think so. So, I reported it. 11th and 12th, huh? And all those weird days in between. Made sure that pebbles are flying along the way, and yeah. I don't think so. Sometimes you have to, you know, bait certain motherfuckers with what they think are skeletons in order to figure out the fuck their bender is. Right, Penny? Is it tasting real nice yet? I'm just asking for. How's that Discord museum holding up? Sales still through the roof? Anyway. Now, that's going to be around the dates, the 11th and 12th, where I was making sure to send photos and more proof of that shit they were doing to try to set up Lawson and Hawkins County and other agencies around because of some sort of weird local cornbread rhapsody vendetta feel on it. Just weird. So anyway, and then what you're going to find yeah. Is like the thumbnail I used the other night. CZ didn't quite catch on to. I guess she forgets her dates and times. I guess she does. I told you I was gonna be things like that one. I told you from the beginning years ago it was gonna be things like that one that was gonna fuck all y'all up in the end. And then things like that were also gonna be left holding the bag. Told y'all. I don't care how Fruit Loopy they want to be online. I don't care how much they want to tamper with, try to mind fuck. Blow up every agency on Earth, phone lines, try to mind fuck, manipulate police and agents and courts and whatever they want to do. I don't give a shit. Like I told you, they're not. This was Crystal on the 11th and such and blah blah. And around those dates, threatening me, making sure I could see her, harassing me and getting off on it real good. The egos on some motherfuckers. I'll tell you what. And I've told you about all these years, didn't I? date on that again? November 11th, 21. 12:39 a.m. Have your boots on. Lodi Sue. Continuing the video. Putting out propaganda that came directly from the Squall. And that CZ is carrying on. Squall very much connected to Candace and Don. Interesting, huh? Well, strange shit. Strange shit, eh? Oh, but it gets weirder. Oh, it gets weirder. Because see, during that night, not too far after that, you get all kinds of other weird shit in the inbox. Doja, dears. Sure do. Sure as fuck do. Nah, I'm just gonna put that there. Because Can popped up my messenger for a few minutes the other day. Very strange. You get like one. I don't know, man. Oh, there's flavor on it sometimes. What else was done on the 11th and 12th? Oh. What else happened on those days? Oh, I don't know.
Wells family lives across the street from a neighboring.
What's the date on that again? Ah, fuck. Was that November 11th? Well, fuck. And how long did the little pieces come out? A day or two before advertising that they were gonna. They had that ready? That's right. And, what were the dates on Dr. Phil? Aaron? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Shit. Oh, it gets even weirder. It gets even weirder if you, go back and look at videos down here in my section. There's two in particular, and you start looking at the dates real close on certain characters and how they were revolving, what they were doing. who they're around and communicating with, and Green Eyes, Crystal, and Brooks, and everybody else, and Acquisition and Monster, and Tiffany Marie, and PG, and all that. Like this video that I put out a few months ago. Green Eyes and some of this YouTube criminal tragedy pimp crews working together. That's one of the videos in my video section. You should probably go through that and see some of the dates, especially for November. Had anything to do with some. Right. Yeah. And then this one.
Mr. Brinley's gone, bitch. Ain't nobody playing with you bucket niggers no more. Mr. Brinley's gone, bitch.
This one's titled Green Eyes and some of this YouTube criminal tragedy pimp crews working together. Right. But it's 21 minutes. Anyway, you'll find them. Video section over here. May want to look at some of those receipts. Video section. And the dates. And who was doing what. Especially in the first to the middle of November. Now Green Eyes is gearing for Ziggy first, wanting Ziggy to do certain things, right? Daryl Jacobs, music, blah blah blah, etc. Pervs and inboxes, you know. Yada yada. Right? Then landed on a prayer garden. Eventually. Then dropping Monster's number in there. Huh? Somebody recently tried to say it was Don B. I believe that's PG herself that fucked up. Hard telling, really. Now, why on earth? Why on earth? How on earth do you think these things might connect? all the way back to Lady R's and Q's and Twisters and Cams and Team Chateau Wells. Evidence stalked, watched, etc. while we did interviews, all this. Riding our bumpers, showing up in the yards, vague fucking threats, wouldn't say a peep about WJHL, to anybody. And then as soon as Dark Filter, all this other bullshit, people in her front yard, face to face with Little as she's going to school, all these things, I don't know. Like cameras and taking pictures of as people are getting ready for, I don't know, man. Catch pictures of people, vehicles they're in, match other cameras throughout time. See, some of us aren't dumb bitches. And then, I think it adds up to then people becoming aware that pieces interviewed for getting ready to air. Same day as Dr. Phil, so this shit, right? And suddenly being extraordinarily and extremely targeted by Crystal fucking Sims of Pennsylvania and others to come out the gate, to do all the things. Huh? They're in exact dates. Right? How do you think they all might line up? How might they connect? Why might it have been done? Could it be done like usual throughout the years because Team Chateau Wells and others know that, well, the peace and the Dr. Phil and all this shit during this period, you know, could it be that Ernie, in the water bottle? It's for rats. All that shit with the other fundraiser was to coincide with the Dr. Phil thing. That's why Candace was trying to do all this fuck shit. But it was just a few nights before, a few days before, they and their teams made sure to call in fucked bullshit to the feds and Hawkins and otherwise to get them out here. What? Silence? Intimidate? Fuck with us? Could it be that? And what Aaron Dawn and the others need clear tell others were involved and having them do some of this. She played ignorant at called where Andy was, or this was, swearing they didn't know, making it seem like the feds didn't know, all this other bullshit, right? Though I knew that bitch knew exactly where. And it just didn't jive, man. There was all kinds of weird shit. All kinds of weird shit. And see, it's not necessarily that I think that I spoke about the shower and all that yada yada with Dawn. I think it's the wind. That's why I was eating so alive over. I had no clue others before had spoken when I was, but I didn't know it was a thing. Couldn't understand why it was a fucking thing. Because it didn't seem like a thing really necessarily to me at the time. I didn't realize others had already spoken and that should have mostly been hidden, which is why I didn't know. It was when I spoke. And what people didn't want eyes on. Near a fuck ton of money flow. Dr. Phil, cleansing, polygraphs, blah blah, behavior panel, etc. Well, bullshit, fake bullshit call of chasing Tim's meant to lift up certain things. Get eyes on, drive money towards. They didn't want any of that fucked up. And also because of Candace's little runoff on Dr. Phil. Historically speaking, almost each and every time throughout all the years, you see those two fuck ups do fuck up shit. What you'll next see, or before that can make splashes and waves, you'll see Team Chateau Wells and all you dipshits. Extreme attack, target, put out narratives, propaganda, and make this whole place run on nothing but Jody Sue and her kids. You'll bring out an Andy, you'll bring out a whore bag, you'll do whatever the fuck it takes. In extremes, try to get us murdered, make this whole thing. Each and every time. Every time they get online, drunk and fuck. Every time they take a shit on live. Every time they're like, in a fucking chair. Every time they misspeak. Every time that dumb bitch pulls their timeline back. Every time anything they do is a fuck up online or otherwise. Or they've got court dates coming or going. Or they've got something shaking in the fucking background. What happens? Distraction happens. And at whose expense? Keep all eyes off of fucking Chateau Wells. Their high crimes, misdemeanors, incoming, outgoing court dates, this, that, the other, the fucking truth. Cause y'all spent too much money at this point cleansing that shit up, making too much profit, right? Cause somebody's horse is too sensitive. Somebody else, it's all about Jesus. Can't keep that facade up if everybody knows you taking a piss online, sunglasses, and doing all things, or beating people, you know, I mean, using the N-word, doing this, the other. Nah, what do you do? I wonder how them digging, though, on Andy and his whereabouts, those their shit played out with, all Green Eyes, you eventually figured out is straight with Crystal and others around here, and PG and Ziggy and all the characters, right? The number drops. Don B and others, first one to use them. Fucked up, dirty ass cop playing sleight of hand bullshit. They just don't fit in. You wonder. And acting like it's the feds or some official wanting info, though, it's stupid. It's fucking even in real time. My brain's like, the fuck are you fuck sticks up to? Oh, yeah, baby, you know. Whatever, right? Can't wink, gnawing at money. Oh, change the story, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't think so, bitch. I will report the fuck out of it, though, in real time. And then by certain people at those times, I will be told to my face that, well, all things were hotter than fire. And so definitely captured in real time those things going down. By many, I'm sure. Mm. Wonder where C&D and it shows you they had eyes on us. And we're absolutely part of the fucking around with Feds and Hawkins to send them here on some bullshit. To basically intimidate and harass, hopefully to get us to shut up that way. Wonder who part of the team was that did that. How many scriptwriters and motherfuckers and inserters did that with them? And then had them digging, because I'm like, they tried to make me think, which is stupid as fuck, that it was some sort of FBI, DB. I needed to know the location, whereabouts, or what Feds and Hawkins did or said, but it shows me that there were eyes on us. Shows me and told me even then that meant they were part of. They wanted to know what happened. They wanted to know what Feds knew. They wanted to know locations and whereabouts. And then what happened with that? Oh, see, I'm not a dumb bitch. Nor have I ever been. I'm sure these things are reported in real time. Despite everything being hotter than fire anyway, like we were assured of. It didn't go over the heads of others either. I know it didn't. Because there were certain things coming and going, especially during those few days, that even others, the best of the best, were like, oh, that's fucking interesting. Strange. But not. It showed others who and what to watch. Made sure I was wrong. Gets even better. I don't know. Yeah, much of that same fucking bullshit feeling. Like, when I watched Candace and On from there, Leah Station, fuck around with those they wanted to help them and stuff, but misleading them supposedly about Dobbs and otherwise to try to get in their ass. I don't know. It's like, bitch, you know better, but why are you trying this? Those fuck faces across the street, they sure do have a wet button. Patterns and behaviors. Oh my. Sorry. I was trying to get some shit working right here. There are just so many things that line up with those particular dates, that particular time. Sure is. Sure is. It's pretty goddamn terrifying, honestly. What was attempted and done during those days by Chateau Wells and crew. What's continued for years. And yet I warned. I did warn. They continued here. That's a double, triple, quadruple down. PG, go ahead and script write and do propaganda. Squall do whatever. Everybody do whatever. Crystal do whatever. Right? The rest of the hive would do whatever. Lady R's and etc. do whatever. All the players would do whatever. Right? Nobody any wiser, though it's pretty clear and evident from the first few days what you all were doing to a great deal many of us, and how it was already adding up. Every request I made, like, hey, I'm gonna need all of y'all, Scott H and crew and etc. to go ahead and turn in all that shit. Yeah. The Attorney General, this, that, and the other. Yada yada, around the funner, you know. What the fuck was done to the kids, Hurricane Camille, this, that, and the other, blah, blah. Fake feds, blah, blah. Triplicate McDonald's, you know, that type of shit. Tampering, tomfoolery, you know. What I get met with? Oh. All kinds of shit. I gave a certain date I wanted things turned in by. What happened? These super geniuses decided, with all these same people watching and embedded, like I had said from the beginning, they decided writing, oh, I don't know, blackmail letters. Putting them online was tee fun and games. Sure did. And then following them to a T. Right? Family's broken, blah, blah, child support, blah, blah, blah. Boy, you all followed it to a T right in front of inserted teams. Sure fucking did, motherfuckers. the woo-woo bullshit you thought was cute under feathers can't make it look like, but actually somebody was indeed breaking in bullshit that other witnesses, not us, witnessed and caught. Gee, good fucking times, right? You bring out Monster, you try the shit. Long-term plans obviously in place according to the blackmail letter. That you were gonna try that shit. That Jenny and Adrian and all the other teams, Chateau Wells and Chateau Andy fucking Bernard Hordead. Scott, the rest, after Crystal, I don't know, lied to, got responses from in a trickery type of way in order for her and Shay to get blackmailing people like they were Robin and others, acquire and then threaten me again with that. Look what I got, Jersey. Right? Because she loves making sure you know not only what she's doing and harassing you and blackmail and all that there, Crystal. She loves doing it, period. And thinking she's getting away with it. Form with this group. And make no mistake, every hand of goddamn Chateau Wells and the others has touched Crystal's shit. With and around her. I wonder who made her ingredient ice cream. Same goddamn time. Who do you think did that? Who do you think did that? Mm-hmm. And how those two end up being besties. And the last I knew, there was even a recent post. She's gonna move right out there near blah 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 blah. Oh yeah. Linkages are all there. And then who got, after Crystal acquired under emotional manipulation, lies, her and Shay did, all that. And, the calls, who got that on panel with a monster on purpose after Squad Rebels had all these people in the background, Amy Tate, Sanchez's, Luke's, Atheist, the fucked up bullshit lawsuit, lying ass, long-term stalking, right, all this shit. Who did that? Oh yeah, that was Scott and Tiffany and Jenny and Adrian and Benny. What that? And Andy. Made people think it was their own idea, of course. And then who had hands in that Moselle shit linked to Chris shit, obviously. All these same motherfuckers he took wrenches away from in the world was still used. Including Don B and others. Scott. Everybody else. Right? And down the line it goes. They continued. They proceeded forward. Right in front of the world. Penny with her Discord bullshittery. Penny with this. Benny with that. Tia with this. Piper, Jenny, Adrian, the rest. BK trying to push me over the edge to suicide. Team Rebels numbered countdown posts with Jenny and Adrian for that. Then decided to swap plans, and as you can see, Andy and Becca were playing in that days prior to the swapping it to the little thing, all that. Sure did. Right in and on that shit. And then what you get? They change it. Swap it. They found a better way to try to get hands on little. And to destroy. And child support, blah, blah, blah. And break down, blah, blah, blah. Who does that again? Connected all the way back with what? And whom? And how? And in what groups? And the groups that initially hunted us the fuck down before even public. Huh? Tried all the same characters. How many times have y'all used crystal to do whatever? How many days? It's still continuing, and last I knew, less than 24 hours ago, while the Fruit Loop plays certain flip-floppy, flip script shit, psycho as fuck. Yep. Some motherfuckers like that. Psycho ones, the little off ones that can play nutty real crazy to try to get out of shit, but there's far too many years proof on that are indeed going to be all of your all's undoing. That like it's wanted, apparently, it says, for eyes to be on it. Well, bitch, they have been. Since you come out the gates, built by and for and with this group, doing this to us, especially during very specific days and times. You got what you asked for, and you're going to continue to get it. Just not in the way you want to mind fuck your audience to think you do. You, the Lindas, the Rojos, the TMs, the Scotts, the Pennies, the Jennies, the Adrians, the Andys, the Beccas, fucking Prayer Gardens, the Don B's, the rest of you, Benny's, Tiffany Marie's, you know, Birdie, Crown Jet, slash Robo. All of y'all, you can suck my dick. And I guess you have been since very early on in real time, always. For years, you just didn't know it. Or you didn't believe it. Or you didn't listen. Like none of two can suck my dick. Slide a hand that bitch. Don't tell me you're working with goddamn Lost and I'm playing kitty ass fucking white 5-0 whatever games with me. Locals know the timing on where you're at. Don't play shit. Don't lie to me. Don't fuck with me. Don't demand shit of me, like to pick up the phone next time, blah blah, or else. Fuck you say to me? I don't think so. Motherfucker. I don't even care who in the fuck you're handing off whatever to, or you think you're working with, whatever. YouTube superstar. Don't fuck with me like that. There's never a need. If you have so many things, much like our bells around here. So many experts and blah blah blah. Well, so much access to. Well, you wouldn't need to pick up a phone number from a goddamn Green Eyes, would you? And I was born just not yesterday. Now I guess Prayer Garden, Don B, and all them, you know. I'm glad Don B's continued out the propaganda for years. PG and them seem to be stressing about certain shit. P.O. Box, all kinds of shit that existed well before we ever did publicly. Damn sure weren't coming or going to us. And I'm glad Don B's continuing that propaganda for Prayer Garden of the writing script, covering up for the Wells variety. I'm glad he's continuing the harassment and cycles. It's years long and it's with the same crew. And it shows itself. You think they're still oblivious? Do you think people aren't aware? Because even those early days, it's pretty goddamn glaringly obvious what everyone was up to and doing. Now, was it me that should have had my boots on? Or was it you all as you all created the pile of shit you're now dead center in? And have been for all these years. I'd get your boots on, dears. Should have probably took your own advice. You know, they're also very odd in telling things about silence or separation or changes and shifts. After certain things near Chateau Wells reach out. And how real things seem to take. All I can do is assume, I guess. My opinion. Because after all, what people do with certain paper airplanes and pebbles and things, I'm only privy to so much. Certain people take certain things out of it, put it together with what they know it belongs with, figure out how it goes together, what parts turn out to be accurate or like, I can well, this is being done for this reason at this time. And I send out the paper airplane, right? But those people know more. So they know where it really places. Right? Or more behind why it's being done than I do. See what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm not here to gloat. In the least. I'm here to tell you all that I meant what I said from the beginning. And that no matter what you thought, no matter how much you tried to stop, discredit, do this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 or keep it honest, make sure of who we were talking to and who we weren't, or hacked in, etc. There have been many methods to work around your bullshittery and keeping eyes on us, or trying to figure out who, what, when, where, and why, and how we're getting around you in order to get the airplanes and pebbles out, and you none the wiser. Other than me telling you this whole time. Probably best to knock it off. Probably best to turn each other in. And I'd still suggest that. You know what they say, right? Ain't that we tell all of us friends and kids? First to talk. Basically, we've been talking freely to feds and LA and whenever they need and whatever. As you can clearly see, they ain't nobody hiding shit, at least not on my end. If ever they want to know something, they can knock, call us in, I don't care. Don't care. But you all, like I've told you for years, and suggested you do, the best thing you could do is go to the right departments instead of the FBI and TBI and local surrounding agencies without inundating them and turning the shit on your group, especially any of you in it who were blackmailed, threatened, targeted, your kids threatened, like, they love to do around here, don't they? Yeah, I've seen it done to more than one creator around here, obviously, and local, and witnesses and stuff. Right. Going after the kids. It's kind of your old thing. Some of you have gotten terrified, silenced, blackmailed into fuckery. Terrified. Your time's now. Go to LA. Go to LA. Even if it means that in your own little roles in them. And give them the info. The links. The names. Those above and around you. Those who've made you feel terrified, silenced, threatening families, your children. Gotten you involved in all this fuck shit. Some of you didn't even realize what the fuck you were doing, and I know that. You just thought that one of your buddy tried to do him felt special, blah blah. They asked you to do this or send this message wherever. You thought it'd be a good time, a good Friday, a good way to be part of the friends you thought you'd found, and before you realized it, you were asshole deep in and didn't even know what role you played till it was too late. There are many of those like that here. You're buffers. You're the helpers of the crime, so the bigger ones can get away. Others like CZ and Sarah will be left holding the handbags, but so will you. I suggest you go to LA and Feds. You turn in the group. You turn in the information. Help yourselves. And help further cases in true justice. For real missing and murdered individuals. And so this shit cannot continue. And so more is known. An example set. So that maybe it creates ripples throughout the true crime arena. To where no more dare do this any longer around crimes, tragedies, real lives, real communities, real families, law enforcement, real victims, survivors, and fighters. And if you think that this group and all of you have not been noticed, swapping of rooms, names, building up other channels to take over different blah 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 in this air in order to go into Sebastian's or Layla's or Holland's or the same ties that bind. If you think it's not been watched and isn't being, you're a special kind of stupid. But the shit that has been done here in summers is horrendous. And like I've always told you, and you didn't believe. And you try to call bluffs, but you carried on. You got even worse. Blackmail letters, a variety of intimidation and harassment against victims and witnesses and other things you can't even possibly believe. And victims of your own crimes here, and you further compounded it step by step by step, day by day. Still yet you do, just like Don B's dumbass over there falling prey guards bullshit on that money shit. Propaganda narratives, targeted harassment. There ain't shit flying over anybody's heads, honeys. Ain't been. Not in all the years. It's been easier to see the more years that went by and the more to compile. Sure. But even in real time, y'all weren't that slick. Nor are you still. I hate PG and the others and whoever's involved in whatever the fuck it is. They're all stressed out about, one of which I assume is definitely Tiffany. Right? All the crazy shit done, man. Said. Directed through all the years. Blackmail to intimidation, witness intimidation, attempting to use law enforcement and courts falsely, fake lawsuits, abusers with paperwork, you all helping that, fucking Moselles, Lincoln McDonough's, blah blah blah, Crystal's playing a role, Atheist playing a role. All these crazy fucking things. Piper and the crew and Jenny's and Adrian's down, man, like, with Monster trying to get us fucking killed with his stupid whore bag putting shell on all us too. All y'all, including Ziggy and Fred. And all these platforms used for certain shit, solo cups this, blah blah that. Downright trying to get goddamn people murdered and crazy shit though. Talk about desperation. And you dumbasses saying all the things outright and in the open. But always back to the beginning. So glaringly obvious around certain specific dates. How it all lined up. So extreme at that point. Nobody could deny it. And so it's not taking a super genius to keep up. Like you all think it has been. Because you think y'all have taken those modules or whatever. Like your beautiful writers and script writers and cover-uppers and everybody else think. Or you and your purposeful and intentional chaos you think hides everything. Bullshit. tactics. No, I'd say at the end all this y'all are hits, but y'all can say what the hell you like about any of us. I don't really give a shit. Like, fuck all y'all for starters. Secondly, I don't know what the fuck y'all think anybody's got to fear. Now, the rest may. They may fear the fuck shit, piddly shit they were all up to, trying to get away from before summer vanished or after. I ain't one. I don't give a shit. I've always known that maybe a day will come for surrounding shit. Yeah. Oh well. Summer's more important. Stopping you on me is also more important. Enacting change, getting justice, more important than all that. So I hold no fear surrounding shit. And that'll be all it is. Now, you sons of bitches are different. Most of you are piss ass terrified of any consequences, or your games being stopped, or y'all potentially being charged with all the cases y'all worked through for all the years, and still yet, especially for Idaho 4 as well, Reed, Delphi, Mont, Kaninka, Dillon, you name it, it's across the board really. You are fucking terrified. Otherwise, you wouldn't go to the lengths of really, truly out in front of the world trying to get people to suicide or attempting to get them murdered. And outright saying so. You wouldn't be willing to falsely try to fuck with children, witnesses at that, in order to get all their witness info and then not give a shit whether they were finally murdered or killed or further abused by men who had absolutely done all of the above. In order to destroy their mothers who were witnesses, who dared speak out on you and them, and witnesses to June 15th, and witnesses and victims of your alls, and survivors and fighters of that goddamn monster and whorebag over there. Doing this longer than we've been public. And said family monster. You wouldn't have went to those links. You reek of fear. Whole bunch of Team Chateau Wells and others reek of fear. The online thing that existed prior that touched base with, is intertwined with, and all the fucking players and that shit. And the motherfucker, I'm just. You reek of it. Fuck you and your fears. Like I said, you can choke them. Your narratives, your scripting, your propaganda. You destroy at all costs other human beings in order to take attention off a bunch of fuck-ups. Cleanse monsters. Try to get away with your own crimes over here for years and years. And those you continue still to do, as you can see Crystal and Don B clearly doing. As you watch Jenny's and Adrian's and chasings and such. Work with teams and do whatever. Come back to fake shit to target. Just like lockdown in the well. Their intentions clear before they leave state lines, what they're going to do and cross state lines to do. Then go back across state lines and do an act. Just like Jenny and Adrian and them. So many others involved, though. So many others. But yeah, if I was PG, I would have stopped script writing a long time ago. Narrative and propaganda pushing. Linking with the real worries of said people somewhere. Weird ass card and money movements that ain't got shit to do with us, but I do know who they have to do with. That I've also encouraged throughout the years to be turned in. You know. But each and every time I've done that, I've been hit more and more. So, I don't know what, I mean, it sucked, but I gotta tell you, each and every time y'all took a cycle and we swipe at, when those moments came, it only helped further the case. The evidence, the compiling, and it still does. Look at Don B's stupid ass past few days. Weeks. Look at Crystal's dumbass. I don't care how flippy floppy and personality mimicking and all this other shit she wants to do and y'all think it's working or what. It ain't, man. It's all manipulation, one by another, psychological, emotional, triggering, propaganda, and it ain't hard to keep up with after this many years. It ain't hard to suss out, figure out. It's pretty goddamn simplistic when you come right down to it. It always has been. It's not so convoluted and chaos driven, it can't be unwound, figured out, compiled. So far beyond people's IQ levels, they can't possibly hunt you down. You know, whatever. Oh my god, it's so overwhelming. They might lose their minds. I mean, it's what y'all are used to. Some of you here in this group and who came from drama hate channels, definitely throughout the years, pushed others to kill themselves. Has used these same tactics to basically commit murder online and via tech means. As you tormented other cancer patients other than Christine or those undergoing health problems like myself, or you made people have heart attacks and strokes like myself, my mom, others. And you've done this shit for years. There's evidence of it. Same players, same people, same scams, same methods. But you're used to getting away with it, huh? Man, most of you creators, a lot of you, some of you, especially right now, pretending to be whatever. You're no better than goddamn murderers, man. You are. You just used online means to do it like you attempted to do to I and others. Summer's case. You were not hard to figure it out or to find evidence on or your footsteps through online for years. But before we were here, before you hunted us down, before we were public, you inserted in our lives, motherfuckers. We didn't insert in yours. You gained us with toe tags and prices attached by, this beautiful Coop mentioned, well-organized group over social media platforms like this. It's clear somebody, if you listen well enough to that piece, doesn't need to be investigated, weren't they? There's hundreds of thousands, at the very least. And that's just what's out front. Was it lying to you? Nope. Did y'all continue onward? No. Are you still? Yeah, looks like. Even in the last 24 hours. Less than. All you little players. Alive. Little shit stars over there giving centipede right now amongst yourselves. You know, and the neck and the Tim's coming out recently. God left him. She had time to come and take a cancer patient who's again. Disabilities, well, you'd think she'd learned something. Apparently not. The nonsensical, the indefensible. Anyway, I'm going to maybe let this air for a bit. Maybe. You never know these days. And I got something I gotta take care of real quick anyway. So, anyway, I'm gonna get to the rest of the things that belong in here. At least some of them. Some. At some point. Right? And then maybe one day all of them. Maybe. You never know. Maybe others will. Anybody's guess, really. But I'm gonna leave this to marinate for others for a bit. I'm gonna post the little things over there. And so let me here a second. And I'm gonna take care of what I've got to take care of.